if you are a entrepreneur or a entrepreneur, or maybe you know in your heart and your soul that you are meant to start a business, but you're not sure where to go, the truth is you're not alone. I myself have definitely been there. Hi, if you don't know me already, my name is Jonathan DeLeon. I am, I guess, a two-time agency owner, marketing agency owner. I started businesses in college, started businesses in high school, and I still am currently running a business. And the truth is, I'm also running a business while working full-time as well. As I do other things too. So if you want to start a business, but you're not sure what business to start, you're not sure how to start, when to start, all of these questions about, you meant to start a business, but you're not sure what to do. I've been there, so I'm going to help you understand what I've done, and maybe, and hopefully it'll potentially help you understand what to do when to start a business. So I guess the first question you got to ask is like, why do you want to start a business? Right? Are you looking to start a business to just make a little bit extra cash on the side, while you afford some hobbies? Are you looking to make a career shift, right? To be a full-time entrepreneur? Maybe you don't have a job or you can't find a job and you need to make money today, right? Depending on like what you're starting a business for and how sort of like the needs of the business, like, can determine what kind of business you should start. For example, some businesses are like software tech companies that are VC funded and, entrepreneurship, like investor needed this and needed that to do the business. You need like $1 million capital. But the truth is, most businesses, like 90% of businesses, do not need, $1 million worth of capital. I've started two businesses with $0. Actually, well, I won't say $0, $50, to buy some business cards. I've done it twice. And to start a business is actually one of the hardest things to do, but at the same time, it's also the easiest things to do. So it's hard because you have to mentally change your mind from like, being an employee, working for the hours, working for the paycheck. I work 5 hours, I get paid 5 hours. I work a week and I get paid a week, right? You got to change your mindset from like, I work for the time that I put in and then that's it. Then I make money. Change from the employee mindset, which is that, to the business owner mindset, to the entrepreneur mindset, which is I only get paid for the money, for the value that I bring to the marketplace. Like if I'm not helping somebody make more money, save more time, improve their life in some sort of way, some sort of fashion, then I shouldn't make money. Right. And so that's sort of like the mindset shift. So going from like a college student or, a high school student or, just don't even know what to do, going from that, but you want to start a business, it's like a huge sort of gap. And so it's my goal and my hope to help you understand that that gap is possible. And it is possible to actually start a business, where you're at today. So once you figure out why, you're in business, let's say, for example, I was in business because I want to have a new job. Like I want to have my own job. I want to be my own boss. There's so many benefits. I can make my own schedule. Nobody's going to tell me when to eat lunch. Nobody's going to tell me when I could pick up my son or, nobody's going to tell me anything. So I am my own boss. Let's just go with that example. So if you want to be your own boss, you got to understand, okay, there's two different types of businesses, right? That you can be your own boss. You can provide a product or you can provide a service, right? What I would suggest anyone who's considering starting a business is like, is there something that you do today that you're unnaturally good at? Is there something that you do today that will really help you, have a competitive advantage? For example, are you like super good at pressure washing? Maybe you've built a fence before. Maybe you've, just clean cars. Like you just enjoy cleaning cars. So I would sort of take an inventory of your like passions, your skill sets, even the type of work that you want to do, right? Because once you sort of choose, you got to sort of stick with it for a little bit, right? It's not really worth choosing something and then changing it, choosing something and changing it, because you're never going to make progress. Business itself is a game of consistency. If you can't be consistent with the business, then you're never going to really make progress. And so choose something you like, choose something that you're pretty good at, choose something that you're willing to learn more about, and something that you're interested in. And that's pretty much it, right? just to choose something that you're interested in for the most part. So for me, I chose marketing. I enjoy business and I enjoy the idea of how do we get more business? How do we increase and improve a business using technology? So I do digital marketing. Today, now I do AI marketing, right? So I use AI software and tools to help a business operate faster, better, make more money, all of that, right? Save more money, all that. So, once you figure out, okay, are you going to do, you take an inventory of your skill set. Are you going to do a product? Or are you going to do service? Most businesses are service-based businesses, right? You can actually productize your service in a way and sort of turn a service into a product. That's more advanced. But let's just say you want to start a pressure washing company, or you want to, which is more home services, you can just literally start a pressure washing company. All right. Or for me, I've started two marketing agencies. I just love business. And so, but, either way, you just choose something. And you can always change your mind later, but just choose something. So let's say I wanted to start, for me, like I started to do estate sales. I didn't actually start doing marketing. I did like estate sales. I was like, a bunch of people need to sell a bunch of stuff. They don't know how to, do a garage sale. They don't know how to like market that. I could get a bunch of flyers and a bunch of signs and put it out there and stand out there and basically sell things for the people. I was like, okay. So I did that. And so I did that, made some money. I literally made like, I don't know, like $2,000, $3,000 in one day. I was like, this is super cool. But was it something that I enjoyed to do? I mean, I enjoyed the negotiation part of it. I enjoyed the talking, I enjoyed the sales, but I didn't really enjoy the business. So then I switched to something else. But I gained this skill set by doing the thing at least once. And so that's why you just got to pick something. And so once you pick something, then you basically go out there and you start. Like I said, I started my business with $50. You don't need much to start a business. Like, whether it's a pressure washing company or whether it's a marketing company, all you have to do is find somebody in need that needs your service, help them understand what is it that you're actually going to provide, and have them pay for when you get results. And so this is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people go wrong when they're running their business, that they basically only want to make money. Especially in the beginning, your last thing should be focused on making money, because what's more important is building the business into a point, into a position where that you have social proof, other people can vouch for you, you have things to show people when somebody brand new comes to your door to do business, and you are very confident in the service that you provide, because confidence is something that is key when you're doing a business, especially a service-based business, because they don't pay you for the thing you're going to do. They pay you for the results they believe you're going to bring to their business. And if you're not confident in the results you're going to bring to their business, why are they going to pay you? So do the thing, be confident in the thing that you're going to do, gain the skill set, stop worrying about money, because money will come. So take on a client for free. I've done it. I've literally done it. I say, hey, can I pressure wash your driveway? And if you like it, can you leave me a good review? How many people are going to say yeah to that? Or, hey, can I run your Facebook ads? I don't know much about ads, but can I run your Facebook ads? And, you just pick whatever budget you want to spend. It could be $10 a day, but could I at least run it? And you don't have to pay me anything. Just pay Facebook, pay the ads, which is already what you're going to do whether you do it by yourself or do it with me. I know at least a little bit of something about it. Can I at least run your Facebook ads? And if we do a good job, can you leave a good review? That's amazing, right? How many people are going to say yeah to that? A lot. And so you do that, and then you start getting a little bit of case studies and testimonials. And then you start saying, hey, can I run your Facebook ads? And if you like, and every time I get you a lead, you don't have to pay me anything, but every time I get you a lead, can you give me $10? And you're making $100, I'll make $10. Like, okay. So I only pay you for the leads that you get? Yeah. That's phenomenal, right? So these are offers. We're making offers that are so enticing and so helpful for the end user without the risk. Basically, if you can eliminate the risk while making an offer, you're pretty much golden. And so that's what I would do is I would make offers, build my skill set, build my reputation, build my ability and my confidence to do the business that I said I'm going to do. Once you do that, then it's, game on. You just start going and going and going. And so that's sort of like the process is like, you could start a business with anything. You could actually do anything. The coolest thing is we live in an amazing world and an amazing time where you can learn anything and do anything. And so if you start a business, understand why you're starting a business. That will help you determine what kind of business to start. Oh, do you need to make an exit? Just on the side. How much time do you have to devote to this? Do you have to go full time on this thing? Right? Determine what kind of business you want to do. Then determine your skill set. What are you currently available or what is currently good? What are you currently good at? What are you interested in? What is your passion? What do you want to learn more about? What are you just so like, people are like, wow, you're really good at that. Right. For me, like people are like, oh, you're really good at computers. I'm like, I just play a bunch of video games. Right. And they're telling me I'm good at computers. You know, identify your skill set. All right. Once you figure out what your skill set is, put it together into an offer and then find a couple people interested, find some customers. And you know how to find customers? If you're a pressure washer, you literally just go down your neighborhood, door knocks. Just like, hey, my name is Jonathan. And I do pressure washing. I'd love to pressure wash your driveway. I see it's a little, it could be improved. It could be cleaned up. I'd be happy to do it for free if you just leave me a good review. Is that okay? Most people are going to say, yeah. And also, most people are going to want to pay you or tip you or something. Right. So don't worry about the money. Money will come. Same thing. A business service. Oh, hey, I want to do your accounting. Oh, hey, I want to do your bookkeeping. And if I do a good job, will you leave me a good review? Oh, I want to do your marketing. If I do a good job, will you leave me a good review? Be like, yeah, of course. Right. So you get your first customers and then you start building their reputation. And from there, we can have another video on how do you actually grow your business from like the very beginning. But the fact is, if you're watching this video and you want to start a business, but you don't have a business yet, the first step is to start. And so if you're struggling with that, comment down below, or actually I'll put some links down below. I do have a community where I help entrepreneurs level up to the next level. What that next level what that next level is for many people is completely different. But yeah, join that community. Learn how to use social media. Learn how to use the best and newest technologies to grow and start your business. And if you need more personalized help, I am also in that community answering questions one on one. So join while it's still available. Uh, yeah, I will leave you with the fact is just start, do something. Because if you're doing something, you're doing more than about 95% of people out there that just sit on the sidelines. You can't win the game unless you play the game. So yeah, if you like this video, if you like this content, please feel free to subscribe. I am going to continue to make content like this that will help to elevate a business owner to the next level, whether it's, from business, from mindset, from personal development, from, marketing, from faith, from spirituality, from anything that you feel like, anything you really need to run a business. So, I'm not an expert outside of what I know, right? But I am getting better every single day. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts, maybe your biggest takeaway, and so that somebody else can find value from that too. So with that, I will catch you in the next video. Jonathan here. Peace out. Have a great day. Stay blessed by the best. Take care.